Be 8 o'clock. 7:58.
Woo! 7:58. How about one of these?
Yeah. There you go.
Peace.
Wait, that's confusing. What? Alright. That good?
So this one fairly satisfying?
Very satisfied.
It's hard to do anything 4 times in a row, let alone this race.
Yeah, well, this was a tough race. Every year, Mark seems to put together a harder and harder course, and it was enjoyable as well. It was just brutal.
Do you think, so my perception, this was perfect for you. You started with your weakest event, your next event finished with what you guys are arguably the best at, adventure racing.
Yeah, we were definitely off a bit on the paddling, but you can make up so much time by just being efficient, and that's what we did. So our gaps were probably a lot bigger, but we had fast transitions.
Yeah.
And just try to be as efficient as possible.
But it looked on the boats, they got that gap, but it didn't really ever grow. I mean, it kind of seemed like the same on the boats.
Yeah, well, so
you think maybe they went hard, eased up, got a gap, eased up, and you guys kind of just
possibly, stayed tortoise and hare
same
sort of thing.
Yeah. What was the best part of the course? Can't say finish.
The orienteering at night and I forget the name of the park. Started with a C or a K.
Guernsey?
No, it started with a C or a K.
Glendo. With the mountain bike?
No, with the ropes course.
Oh,
we did it all at night, and it was very technical. Yeah, especially at night.
I suppose it was.
And there was also our second night with minimal sleep, so we really had to focus. That was kind of our make or break move.
Yeah. Did you sleep any other than on your dark zones?
Yeah, the 2 dark zone. That's it. So as you can tell by my speaking, so we got about just under 2 hours in the first dark zone, and about 20 minutes on that second dark zone. Yeah. But 2.5 day race, right?
So that's right. Why'd you sleep so much?
Yeah.
So, awesome. You guys did great.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think this was your best course yet.
Why is it the best one?
I don't know. I couldn't really quite figure it out, but I don't know if it was just the flow of it. And there's a few out and backs, but it was very clearable. It was go fast, get it done. I like quick transitions, lots of transitions. There was not okay, now you're gonna go trek for 28 hours, and then we didn't have anything painfully long. You're constantly right when your feet or something's starting to ache, you switch sports, you switch disciplines.
Does that help make a quicker transition because you don't have to take 28 hours worth of food?
Yeah, because you're not recovering, or you're not. Yeah, exactly. You're not trying to pack your food up that much. And with the weather, you can guess, in lights, hey, we're only going to be out there 6 hours or whatever.
Yeah. So you think I think that's probably one of your guys' strengths is your transition. So it really.
Yeah, we had very quick. I think they were all 12 minutes or under, with the exception of the 2 that there were dark zones on, so we could just take our time. But, yeah.
So how's this? Just as Cowboy Tough, how's this one feel? The win.
The win? Oh, this was an important win for sure. Yeah. And now next year the World Championship. So we're not going to go off saying we got to win 5 years in a row, but it's pretty cool that I raced on Dart the first year, so that's how I'm not with Kyle. But it's pretty cool to have done all 4 of them, and then to come back for the big grand party.
How much of an advantage do you think it's going to be having done 4 of these next?
Huge. We have a general gist of we know the conditions, we know how important weather and the wind, how the maps work. Lots of
kind of even how Rev 3 puts on a race.
How Rev 3 puts on a race, what to expect from these guys from a course in logistics. I think it's a big advantage to
if you're not finding a control, you're not in the right place because they did.
Exactly. Yep. And they don't hide them. They're the goal is to get there, and the controls are there, and if it's not, it's been stolen. Yep.
Thanks, Mary Chandler.
Yep, thanks.
Whenever there's a race, they'll do live updates. It's like a blog basically. Yeah. But people from around the world do it. So usually, when one crew goes to sleep, the North Americans will go to sleep, then the Europeans will pick it up and they'll actually start following. So, and a lot of it is they're racers themselves. so they actually can give pretty good, you know, like insight into what's going on, and they'll talk. To some people
When we
around.
want to know what's going on the
go
course, that's where we go.
Yeah. So I'll just go and post, and I'll say what time, how's the team doing, and what time are they going to finish, and I'm sure I'll get 10
we
answers.
weren't watching that one too much. But
And it's actually super cool because when you come home after racing, you get a full like
Log of
count, log of everything that happened and what people thought was happening, because they're looking at dots, right? So you don't really know what's going on, but they're speculating on what might be happening. So really neat there. Yeah.
Well, that's exciting. And we'll see it. Hopefully you're sticking around for a day, aren't you?
I have to leave. What's today? Saturday? Yes.
All right.
Not leaving until Monday morning. Bright and
Turn
early
the air
Monday morning.
conditioning on and it's dark.
You might not want to leave with somebody without taking somebody with you.
Yeah. We're on different flights actually.
Oh, well, never mind
We
then.
just booked at different times, but I got to figure out when she comes in so I can
Be
see her
here.
at the finish line. Yeah.
So what's it like racing with these guys on their home course?
It was fantastic. I mean, I already knew that going in that they'd be a fantastic team to race with, and getting a chance to just push hard. And I love races when it's it's tight at the top or wherever where you're competing against.
Yeah.
So it was really exciting to kind of have other teams in the mix and just push hard and see what happens.
Yeah. Is this one of the most competitive races you've ever been in?
Yeah, the most competitive with the team I was racing, and just definitely one of the most, if not the most competitive race for the podium, basically. Yeah.
Awesome.
You're all set?
Especially on the face.
Glorious
Yeah.
Road with Scars. You'll be able to talk about that one for a long time. We all got a story.
TAs can be a very dangerous
dangerous,
place.
yeah,
A
that's
very
right.
dangerous place. Right there. The only injury.
Last TA,
A little bit more.
Yeah.
he hit a branch walking
Sweet.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the bike.
So, see, I always have blood on my head, and I never know why, though. So I want to know if everybody makes fun of you because you're the only one on the team that hasn't been on the podcast.
All the time.
Okay.
Every time. we go
That's
out,
all you ever
Adelaide,
hear, right?
That's
Yeah.
all I ever
Yeah.
get.
No, never been on the podcast, Garrett. That's what they
Oh,
call
you
you.
haven't made it big yet, have you?
Yeah, that's true. This is a good excuse. We'll recap the race.
Figure something out.
Yeah. So,
Good deal.
what was your favorite part of the race?
I think the best part, I had done Cowboy Tough,
Yeah. So you knew.
the first year,
Yeah.
but it was completely different.
Yeah, because you guys,
Like, this
were
year we were
sleeping
in-
6 hours every night.
This year we were in huge gorges.
Yeah.
That was just
Yeah.
awesome, epic scenery, different mountain ranges. It was just completely different terrain. That was probably the most fun part. And then when I tipped our boat over, and we
You guys
went
go swimming?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but we kept all our bags, and so
Better than whiskey.
everything
Whiskey.
turned out all right.
Whiskey Ben rips a boat open in the middle of the river.
I didn't hear about that. I heard one team lost their boat.
Yeah, that was them. Because there's
At
a
night,
metal
right, or
post in the
something?
middle of the river. They wrapped the boat
Oh,
around
that
it.
was Whiskey Ben.
Yeah. So,
That's too bad.
Scary.